and everything.
And you're like, what happened?
Literally. Oh, it's already started. Okay, that's fine because we can edit it. Hey guys. um we're just doing a little co-host check-in. School has started for Abril and then me and Joann start next week. So we're just gonna talk for a little bit, but first let's talk with Abril about how she's been getting through the first week.
Hello, everybody. Let's see. First week, it's been good so far. School wise, I think I'm gonna be ahead. Well, because my goal really this semester is to be ahead. Because I've really bad procrastination. Not gonna lie, like I always wait till the last minute. It's not good, but I do. So this time, I'm actually trying to, be better at that and schedule out my stuff more. And well, also too, because for I am in charge of like showcase, so that's coming up too. So I'm over here like practicing it with all the girls and everything. So just I'm like, okay, let me make sure I manage everything. But it's been good so far. I'm taking this one class that I told one of my friends about. It's called biomechanics. It has a lot of math in it, and I miss doing math. Like, because it's been a while since I haven't taken any math classes, and I really love math, just like solving an equation and everything. So definitely I'm excited for that. How about you guys? You guys start. So how's your guys' schedule looking like?
I'm in 6 classes right now. I think I'm taking a couple sociology classes. And then, like I've mentioned before, I'm an education major. So I'm taking a couple classes that like teach me how to teach students. And I believe the two that I'm in are like having to do with like English language and all of that stuff. And then also like linguistics, which is like the study of language. So that's also cool too. But what about you, Joanne?
For me, I'm taking 4 classes because I'm taking up a minor of health studies. So I'm doing medical terminology, epidemiology. I might be saying that one wrong. Intro, intro to health studies, and then communications of health. They're all online. I legit asked one of my sisters, Jess. I was like, "Hey, like, are you gonna take what's it called? These classes for a minor for health studies?" And she's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "If you do the exactly same classes as me," I was like, because it's 100% online, so you don't meet anybody in person. I was like, "Hey, can you do it? Like, we could be study buddies." And she's like, she's like, "I don't know. Let's see. Like, let me talk to my advisor if I can do it." And then a couple days later, she's like, "I got the classes. Send me your schedule." And I was like, "Bet." And I sent it real quick, and she's like, "I got them." And I was like,
That's exciting. It's always fun to have classes with sisters. It just makes it like way more fun, especially if it's online cuz like you get to like do or like talk about the assignments together and then also like with responding to discussion boards and stuff. I always like respond to theirs. I'm always like I know my at least my one person.
That's
Whenever y'all do discussion boards, do y'all like switch up the people y'all respond to or like how do y'all do them?
oh,
"I
she
do
said,
it bad." So you want to know how I do them if I don't
Yeah.
understand like the discussion board? Because
Mhm.
sometimes I don't know about y'all, but I can't understand sometimes what the professor's trying to say in the
Mhm.
topic. So I'm like, what's going on? So I try to like look at the comments from previous students, and then I read it, and then I'm like, okay, so this is what they said. Take it off from there, reword it, go to another student, look at theirs, do it to the paragraph, and then reword it
Mhm.
to the a topic because I don't understand what's going on, and then that's how I submit it.
You just admitted to a crime. If you're a
like,
professor and you're watching this, you did not hear anything that she just said right now.
I was like, your professor doesn't like block the replies until like you post something.
Not most of them, but like I feel like it helps me generally for the topic because I don't understand it half the time. So I was like, okay,
Mhm.
let me just read the comments and how the topic is, and then I'm like, okay, that's how it is.
For real. No, that is like if I'm like trying to figure out like the like if it's a polarizing topic, I guess I try and figure out like okay, like what's most of the class saying and like if most of the class is like agreeing with the topic, I'll just disagree with it just because I'm like just so that way I have something different than everybody else's or like vice versa just cuz I'm like I don't know. Like, let's have fun with it. But I usually like whenever I'm responding to people, I usually respond to the same like two or three, or I'll respond to the person who's like above me, like who usually submits it at like 11:30, like me.
I feel you. You're like, I don't feel that bad afterwards. I know they're just
Literally.
they're just on here right now.
Mhm. No, but so like, what events are y'all looking forward to? Because all of the like pre-semester and like semester kickoff events are happening.
Ooh. As in like just in general, like school wise or like Greek life
Yeah,
or
we can do both, like Greek life wise and then like school wise.
okay.
Does
Well,
UTA have any like whoa? Does UTA have any like traditional events? You know?
yes, actually this whole week. So this since it's the first week of school,
Mhm.
literally every day there is something going on. Like
Yeah.
on so yeah, so Monday was since it was our first day. I didn't go because I was stuck doing practices for showcase, but at night they have a thing where we have like a college park, so it's kind of like a big like kind of like a big like a basketball like arena, and it's called like
Mhm.
a something with a C, and basically it's like it's kind of like a pep rally basically. So they have a bunch of people there, and like it's just it's a big pep rally for the school.
Mhm.
Tuesday, what was Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. I forgot what Tuesday was. Oh, I think Tuesday they had like free food and like it was like for a chance for you to go meet like other like people at UTA. So you would they had food for you and they had like games. They had I think some people like in some like circus things and all this other stuff. And then yesterday, so we have I guess every school has their own little like I guess activity center where there's like a gym and stuff. So
Mhm.
over here we had like it's called like a rec day, and so you what was it? They had all the clubs, like different like clubs kind of that are part of like extracurriculums. Like there was a pickleball. Have you guys heard of pickleball before? It's fun. People explain it to me kind of like tennis, and it's fun. I feel it's a good exercise. Or how would you explain it, Savannah?
I don't I like it would be like tennis, yeah. It's like just the smaller version of it. But it's gotten super popular within the past like 2 or 3 years. Like there's a restaurant, like the restaurant that my sister works at is like a pickleball place.
Chicken and pickle.
Yes. So,
Ah,
yeah, my sister works there, but I've never gone, like, I've never played pickleball, but the summer camp that I worked at last year, my boss was like he loves, like, playing pickleball. So, like, him and all the other bosses, they would, like, go down to the gym and they would play pickleball. But it's a lot of fun. It's, like, a fun game for, like, everybody because they would have, like,
Mhm.
pickleball days, and so, like, it would be, like, a lot of, like, super older people and then a lot of, like, super younger people. So, it's fun. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've never played it, but it seems like fun.
It is fun, and like I remember when I first got introduced into pickleball, like I didn't know anything about it, but I had a final at that like chicken and pickle place,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, just throw me in, I'll see whatever I do. And I never played it before in my life, but I had fun there, playing with your teammates and all that stuff. It was fun.
Mhm.
But yes, I said like that was yesterday. So all the like different like extracurricular activities, they're there, and then outside they had like a water slide, and then
Ooh.
there was like you guys ever seen those like what is it called? It's a cookie, and then and inside it had like ice cream. There was like a truck. There's like a truck of those, and then there's also like a snow cone. So it's just a good way, basically, just to get people introduced to like we call it the MAC, which is our
Mhm.
Maverick Activity Center,
Mhm.
and you get to meet other people there. And then yesterday, which was Wednesday, yeah, yesterday was Wednesday, we have a thing called like Waffleopolis, something like that. And basically same thing. You go out and then they have a big old waffles and that you can add toppings to it. So just a way that they try to get us to go interact with other people who are there. And so
Mhm.
it's a whole week of just of events going on. And
Yeah.
I think actually tomorrow they're having foam a foam type of party type thing. So
That sounds like
yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that's like a thing that we have here at UTA is that like for the first week it's just to get everyone because I guess you can say I feel like UTA is kind of more like a commuter school. So it's just a way
Mhm.
to get everyone who to get everyone kind of get to know each other more and to be like explore more of like what UTA is. But that's
Yeah.
UTA's traditions. How about you guys?
Yeah, we have something like I feel like every school has like a first week full of events. So like you said, like the first year like convocation thing where they just go and like take a picture or whatever. This year though they had a like feast. I didn't go to it, but like where everybody can just go get food. And then tomorrow we have our block party, which is like something that they do every year. And I'm super excited about it. And so like they call it Greek row. So like all of the sororities and fraternities at TWU, we have our own like little section and we all have like our games and stuff. And there's good music and vibes and all of that. And then whenever I was a freshman, I don't know if they still have it, but it was like the library takeover. And so the library would turn into like a nightclub basically. And so they would have a DJ in there. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if they still do it. And then one that I do know that they still do is a silent disco. That's my favorite. I love the silent disco. Like it's just so fun. But yeah, so like TWU wise, I'm looking forward to block party tomorrow. And then like Greek wise, I'm looking forward to our recruitment week and then Greek showcase as well.
So when does your recruitment start? Since you already mentioned it.
Our recruitment week is going to be that second week of September. Um,
Ooh.
keep an eye out for those flyers. They're so cute. Our recruitment chair, she absolutely killed it. She is one of our newest members. She crossed this past spring and like she has done so awesome. Celeste, if you listen to this, I love you, girl, and I'm so proud of you because she killed it. Like, killed it.
Nice. How about you,
No, I
Joey?
was about to say that Savannah took all of them, like the ones that she was talking about, like block party, the silent disco, recruitment. I was like, dang, I was like, same here.
Have you gone to
I
any of
was
them
like,
before?
no, to be honest, like I went to the block party last semester. I remember I got elote for free. That I was so happy, bro. I
Yes.
was like, I got this for, and they were long too. They were like this big, and I was like for
Mhm.
free. And then they were handing out like free like energy drinks as well. And I
I
was like, my
think I
intuition
got
paid that. So I'm like,
Take it
yeah,
all.
yeah. That little,
yes.
like, Red Bull backpack that they walk around with. Yeah, thank you, I'll take
Hmm.
3. Um,
For reals.
advice for our, like, incoming freshmen or people who are already in school, take advantage of those free events and all of that free stuff, and, like, go out and get to know people because like, I feel like at those events, that's where you make the most memories and meet the most people for sure. Because there are a couple of people that I remember from like Block Party, the Silent Disco, all of those, like Greek Showcase, all of that stuff.
It's
No,
great.
100%.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
I was like, I know you're talking something about like you said something about like Greek row. So we have a Greek row too at our school.
That's so
um,
fun.
but I know too, like so I don't know if you guys do this too, but like I said at UTA, we try to do sometimes events with like MGC mixed up. What is well, just in general, like FSL here, and so like I know tomorrow we're having like I believe it's called like a kickback barbecue with FSL, and so we're
Ooh.
basically like all the Greeks, so like whether it be NPHC, MGC, NPH, like everything, all the different sororities and fraternities, we come together and they do a big old barbecue, and so it's like also a good way for you to be able to meet like other Greeks, the other orgs that sometimes you don't really get a chance to meet them, and
Mhm.
then you can invite your interest if you have any interest, and then like at the end they have a little bit of strolling, so it's like a good way to kind of like introduce us like also to um before the start of school and
Mhm.
like, hey, I'm gonna see you like throughout the
Yeah.
semester. Might as well say hi to you.
Yeah. Oh, I wish that too you did that. We like it will like we have some like that exact same event, but I feel like the way that y'all do it is a lot more casual and like a lot less like pressure. Like the one that we do at TW, it's like a tabling session and then like we have a presentation of like all of the like orgs that we have, like all of the like Greek orgs that we have. So
Mhm.
it's like very like formal and like I feel like with that like people are able to like kind of express themselves a little bit more freely. So it's
Mm-hmm.
very cute. I might bring that up to our advisor.
Yep.
But oh, one more thing before we end. This past weekend, we all like went and got together and we ate some brunch. Um, we learned that I'm trying to think of something that I learned.
You're like, I
Hmm.
learned about Joanne. That she has a younger brother, right? Younger, or was it older?
Oh yeah.
Younger,
No,
right?
he's younger.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Remember last
Yeah.
time we talked about the whole set thing? How before in the summer you used to go over there.
Yeah. And they're literally twins, guys.
Yeah.
Like
They look similar,
identical.
Yeah.
and
Like a copy and paste right there.
For real. I'm
and
trying to
Savannah's
think.
very
She's the boy
photogenic.
version.
Stop.
Yes. Very.
It's
She
just
knows all the
because
poses. She's like, I got this. And I was like,
Yeah, me and Joanne were over here like, you can go first, Savannah. You know how to pose and everything.
that's so funny. I'm trying to think. Oh, behind the scenes, the pictures we took were actually at a boba place. And there was a giant bear. I don't
oh.
know if the public is ever gonna see those pictures, but I hope that they do because they're so silly. There was like this big old bear. It just at the boba
It was
place
so
where we took the
cute.
pictures. It was cute. Like it was probably like 5 foot.
You know what it reminded me of? You ever seen those
Mm.
videos? I think I've seen them on like, what is it? I think on Instagram I've seen them
Where they like
before.
tear the stuffing out and put themselves in it.
Yeah, and then there's like this, and then someone
They
walks
start
by and they like,
dancing.
Yes, stop. That's scary. No, the videos that are kind of like that is like there's this guy on TikTok. He will like go in Target and he'll wear the same exact like outfit as one of the mannequins and he'll replace the mannequin like with himself and like when people walk by he'll like either scare them or like if it's a worker he'll like just like move to like kind of just like make them be like
Oh
wait the
no.
mannequin just moved. It's so funny and like they always kick him out and it just cracks me up because I'm like
I
dude
was like,
like he's still going.
well, you should send me the videos. I don't have TikTok, but I still watch them. My friends still send me TikTok videos through like messages. I want to see
Why don't
that.
you just download TikTok?
I will never get TikTok.
Yes.
I said thank you, but nah, you're good.
You're already halfway there. It's okay.
Literally, did you have Vine?
No, I did not have mine.
Really?
No, I have Facebook
No.
and Snapchat, and then recently, actually, I got the Instagram stuff. But nah, like except for that, like I probably would never add another social media. If anything, maybe I'll delete one, but three is good enough for
Hmm.
me.
Interesting. I feel like I'm the complete opposite. Like I feel like I have
Really?
every single yeah. I feel like I have every single social media. Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, like all of them. But it's just because like each like website serves a different purpose.
Mm.
Like I feel like on Twitter is like where I can be funny. On Instagram is where I can like catch up like with everybody or like family and all of that stuff. So it's different. And then TikTok is where I can just go if I've had a very long day and just sit and giggle.
I feel
You
like
make
TikTok, you can just sit there and just go for hours.
Yeah, like you have to watch yourself with TikTok though, because it'll be like 10:30, and then next thing you know, it's 3 a.m. and you're like down a
Yes.
rabbit hole of like global warming. That's what I did last night because I saw this TikTok about how we're in a heat dome for the next like week. I don't know what that means, but apparently it's just gonna be really hot and it's not gonna cool down until like 2 weeks from now. So if you're in
That's
Texas,
fun.
make sure you're staying hydrated
get
'cause it's
ready.
hot, hot, hot. Mm-mm. But do y'all have anything else to add or that you want to talk about?
Wait,
Mm.
Joanne, what are you most excited about? I don't think you answered that question, ma'am.
She, she said we had
What
all
do
the
you
same
mean?
ones. She
Like,
said I stole them from her.
yes.
How about like
Let me think. Let me
Greek?
think. Let me think. Let me think.
Savannah said she was ready for her recruitment. How about you? And anything Greek life that you're like, ooh,
I don't know. There's so many things.
Mhm.
Like since right now I'm treasurer, so I'm trying to figure out like if what I want to sell or what I want to do like little fundraisers because that's my favorite thing to do, like sell stuff or
Mhm.
like ideas to just go out. So I'm excited for that. And I guess like that's outside of Greek life. I guess events for my TW at my work. So I work at G-Force, and sometimes we do tabling events or we do events at TW. And I know that I don't know what days that they're doing it, but they said they're doing a fundraiser that they're just giving out some drinks and some, I don't
Oh.
know, they're doing something cute and really nice, and it's like so fun. And I'm excited to do that for sure with a bunch of my coworkers that I love and adore. So I think that's other than what Savannah said, I think that would also be my exciting little thing.
You have a little smile. You it looks like you are ready.
I I know, I'm, like, thinking about it, I'm like, "Oh my god, that sounds so much fun," or like, "Oh my god, like, what if I just buy and eat it while I'm just selling it?"
Mhm. I know. I'm excited for the semester to start. I was nervous at first because I'm doing so much like with the podcast, with like I'm taking 6 classes. I'm pres of SDL right now, and I'm also secretary for TWU's like MGC. So I have like a lot, and on top of like working full time. So like I have a lot that I'm doing, so I'm like kind of dreading it because I know like as soon as school starts, like bye bye me time. But at the same time, like I'm super excited because it's like I get to make so many more new memories, especially like with the fact that I have the podcast now. Like, I'm just so excited, but nervous at the same time.
You got this.
How are y'all
No,
feeling for the
you got it.
semester? If y'all could pick 2 words for the semester, what would they be? Mine would be excited and nervous.
I was about to say thrilling and then not hesitant. What was another word just like you're ready for it? I don't know.
Like anticipating it?
Yeah,
Anticipation.
anticipating. Y
Anticipation.
yeah.
Ooh. I would say like rejuvenating
Mhm.
Mm.
and honestly exciting. Exciting. Yeah, excited.
Mhm.
So not too
Rejuvenated is a good one. I like it's like, "Oh, I feel brand new again. Brand new semester." But
yes. No. We'll see how it goes.
I generally
literally.
feel like the fall is much better than the spring. I don't know. For me, it's like a new start, a new thing that you can do and everything like that compared to the spring. It's like, oh, I'm already gonna do my classes. I don't want to do it again. I was like, I already
Mhm.
finished, what's it called? Christmas, the winter break, and I had to go back to class. Like, why would I want to? I don't know. Fall is just like a new beginning that's so much better compared to the spring for me.
Literally, because like, the fall, there's, like well, I mean, at least for me, like, there's, like, football.
Your birthday?
Yeah, my birthday. Oh, yeah, my birthday's next
Ooh.
Wednesday, guys. August 30th. Tell me happy birthday. Um, but, stay tuned to my Insta for all the birthday shenanigans and pics. But what was I about to say? I lost my train of thought.
About holidays for you and how you like fall semester more?
Yes, I do like the fall more.
Somewhere there.
But other than that, I have no idea where football, and, like, sports and all of that stuff, and I feel like I don't know, maybe this is just, like, from the probates that I've seen, but I feel like Greek life-wise, like, the probates in the fall are, like, way more, like, detailed and, like, productive not like it's, like, more of a bigger production, so I
Yeah.
love seeing the probates in the fall.
I've heard
The
of that
spring
before.
ones are good too, but, like, the fall ones are just top tier.
I've heard of that before. People say that.
Mhm. I don't know what it is about the fall. It's maybe more eager, more anticipating it because it's like, "Oh, we haven't seen a probate in a while."
Yeah,
Because like, in
well,
the spring, it's, like, back to back, kinda.
I think
Mhm.
it's cool too. I feel like because like technically think about it, in fall semester you get a lot of different people, like more different people, because it's like what do you call it? You get people coming out of their high schools
Mhm,
or people finishing their semester. Usually like school like for like younger people starts with like on in the fall semester, right? It ends in
mhm,
the summer. So we get a
mhm,
lot of those people who like may just got out of like high school or just got done with their college and are going transferring over to a university. So I feel
mhm.
like there's always like more new faces
Yeah, that's true too.
or like
'Cause
Oh, go for it.
No, yeah, no, what you were saying was 100% true because I
Mhm,
don't ever feel like I see any, like, new people in the spring unless I, like, go out of my way to
mhm.
find them.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know about you guys. Well, you guys haven't started school, but I know over
Mhm.
here, first week of school, ooh, parking. Ah, bro, I'm like,
No.
where do all these people come from? Like, where are all the parkings? Like, you have to get there an hour before, depending on like your class time.
Mhm.
Oh,
Like,
dang.
yeah, I know over here, there's a. So I always park on one side because we have like two main sides of the campus. I usually park on one of the sides.
Mhm.
I would last. What was it? I think it was like a Tuesday. I drove my car from like where I always park to the other side. That was my mistake, bro. They literally had like 3 streets closed and like a one way there and a one way here. And I was like, this is gonna take me like 10 minutes just to get through this. I
Mhm.
should just waited on the other side and walked to class. But
Yeah. Getting around UTA is like a little puzzle.
really?
I feel like UTA is the hardest school to get around. At least, or maybe
Yes.
it's because every single time that I go to UTA, I park at a different spot. Like sometimes I'll park by the like welcome center and then other times I'll park like by the Union, like on the other side of it, like in front of the Mac. So like
Um,
I don't know. I just like I'm always parking somewhere else, so I'm always like lost.
Uh, I feel like people like what do you call it? I guess because after a while you get used to it. Because I know for this person, for me, is that what I've gone to before. I don't know what you guys think about this. 'Cause I know you guys have gone to Denton, right? To UNT. I
Mhm.
always get lost there, bro. Like, and bro, I always work in the same spot, right? But like
Yeah.
every time I go to the campus, I'm like, where am I? I'm like, I gotta call someone. Be like, where did I park last time? Because I'm
Literally.
honestly like, do you guys think it's confusing there, or is it
Yes,
just me?
yes.
I have my, like all of the different schools that I go to, I have, like, my parking location in my notes because 'cause I'm like, "Hmm,
That's
okay, I'm going
smart.
to UNT. I'm gonna go park here off of this street." Because with UNT, I barely, like, remember where my parking spot was. Because like, I would always park at the same spot, but every single time, I would just have to drive around until I found it, but
Mhm.
it's okay.
Dang. No, you see, I don't do that. I don't drive around. I ask some sisters or whoever's going to the event. I'm like, hey, can I join you?
"Can
I'll
I
pay for
go with you?"
gas.
Carpool.
Yeah, I'm like,
Literally.
I hate driving. Like if you, I had to drive over here for 5 hours and going back to Houston, and I'm like, you know what? If I can find a ride and if I can pay for their gas, I'd rather go do that than drive and then find parking and then all that jazz. I was like, no, I'd rather somebody else do it.
For real. That's valid. I'm always a driver because I have a bigger car usually,
Mm.
but now a lot of our other like our new sisters have big SUVs. So I'm like, phew, I don't have to always be the one to drive anymore cuz like I enjoy driving and like I usually prefer to drive, but whenever I don't have to, I'm like this is so nice.
Let me sit back and relax.
Yes, just take a
Literally.
little nap. People like,
As all of the times that I've driven us to, like, San Marcos or Austin, like, I loved it, like, it's so much fun, but it's my turn to let someone else drive me.
Mhm. How about parking over there at TW?
I feel like TWU's parking, like, the only thing is, like, it runs out fast, like,
Mm.
yeah,
but I don't know. I haven't bought a parking pass. I'm just gonna use the shuttle on campus because our parking passes went up a bunch. Like, has that
yeah.
like, do you feel like that happened at UTA? Because whenever I first started at TWU, I think it was like 75 or $90 and now they're like 200. I'm like, I'm not paying that. Y'all get enough money from me as it is.
For us, I don't think so. I think, I mean, at least I mean, it's around 200 also. If you want, if we get like, also, it depends, like where you park. If you get like the very close one or like the regular, like the super far ones.
Mhm.
But I feel like, so I have like the general commuters pass and it's about like 200 too.
Yeah.
And this semester, I'm also paying 200. Well, this like for the academic year, I'm also paying 200. So it hasn't gone out of the range, but I don't know if it's
Mhm.
like gone up or down. But
Yeah.
yeah, like there's people who pay like 1,000 to be like very close. I'm like,
Oh,
ooh.
no.
I'm like, I will walk,
A
get my exercise in
thousand?
right now. Yeah,
Mhm.
because
That's crazy.
there's just like one parking
No.
lot that's like very close to everything. Like I don't know if there's one on the other side, but like I was like, yeah, no, thank you. Like I am gonna save my money. I will walk because
Yeah.
it's not that it's not that far. So I was like, I'll just stick to here. It's good
Mhm.
enough. It gets me into like here, and there. So I was like, saving my money because the textbooks and everything else adds up.
For real. And I also think it's weird that, like, not weird, but like interesting that other schools have like so many different tiers of parking. Cause at TWU, it's just like commuter and resident, and then
Oh,
And then
faculty.
staff.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's it.
yeah,
Like, we just have three different types of passes. So it's like, but yeah. So I
no,
don't know.
yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Because we have like, so let's say like if there's this one main lot, the very
Mhm.
front there's like a upgraded version, so you pay more if you want the upgraded version, which is like the first rows, and
Mhm.
then there's like the commuters pass, and there's like if you want like another one, there's like for the further parking, and then well, I guess if you count like faculty, they have theirs. I think there's about like I think there's like 5 or 6 different ways you can go.
Mhm.
So I'm like, that's a lot. I'm like, I'm just gonna do this one,
You're like,
and
this.
it served me good so far. So.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I mean, as long as you have a place to park on campus,
Yeah,
that's
True.
not too far. Cause no, like,
to walk.
I've
Especially
had to
walking in this
park.
heat.
Yeah,
Mm.
I like. I don't know how I'm gonna do it next week. And then also, this semester is my first time having an in-person class in a year.
Oh,
So I'm like,
Mm.
I haven't
how do you
like
feel?
interacted with real people in a minute. Like, I'm always the person in class, like, whenever the teachers, and I've always been this way, like, since middle school, when the teacher's like, oh, like, okay, like asking questions or like waiting for answers, and like nobody responds. And especially it's always like a teacher that's like, I'm gonna wait until somebody answers me. And I always get those professors and I'm like, guys, can somebody just answer her, please?
I
And like
don't know.
I'm always like, I'll go. So, because it's just like, come on. Like, the longer we wait, the longer we're going to be in this class.
True,
So,
true,
True.
true.
that's what I hate. That's the only thing I hate about in person classes is like, everybody needs to take the initiative and answer the question so we can get out.
But no one wants to take the initiative.
No. And then I'm sitting there, like, talking the whole class. Not fun. But okay. Um, so, do you have anything else? I don't know what else we should talk about.
Ooh.
Mm.
Well, actually, it's like, well, I don't know when we're gonna air this, but Saturday, no, Sunday the 27th, there's a podcast coming up
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
with
Yeah.
Ethan, a UTA beta.
Yes.
So
So
stay
be on the lookout for that episode. We are not sure if this episode is going to come out before or after, but if it's before, make sure y'all tune in. If it's after, make sure you go back and rewatch it if you
Yes.
haven't already.
Yes.
But alrighty, that's just our little quick chat, quick catch up. If y'all have any questions for us, y'all can always leave them down below in the comments. As always, our Instagrams are in the description if you want to keep up with us when we're not on the podcast. And that's about it. So we'll see y'all on Sunday or on the next one.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.